Today we're checking out this device right here. If you're someone who likes to travel, stay at home, or maybe do both, you may want to consider picking up one of these for yourself. So stay tuned and I'll tell you all about it. Welcome back. So today we're checking out one of the best items that are on the market right now for 2021 when it comes to portable power stations. This is the EcoFlow RIVER Pro. This was sent out to me free for review by the folks over at EcoFlow, so I first want to thank them for that. But I will share my opinions, both good and bad. And when you hear what this is capable of, it's probably going to steer you in the direction of wanting to pick one up for yourself, because this is pretty remarkable what this little device can do. Before we learn what this can do, let's go over the unit itself. On the top here is your carry handle. It weighs just 15.9 pounds, so it's light enough to take pretty much anywhere. On the side here is your connections for the X-streme charge cable, your reset for the breaker here, and an input for the DC plug for charging it in your car. On this side here you will have three 600-watt plugs for plugging in your devices. Up top here is a fan port or fan vent. In the front of the unit is where all the action takes place. Right in the middle here is your on-off toggle switch here. You push it in to turn it on, push it again to turn it off. Just above that is a USB-C 100-watt charging port, two USB-A charging ports, and a USB-A fast charge port. In the middle of the screen is your screen, which has your readout showing you the input and output of the watts being taken in and also going out. I'll also show you the duration of time left on this particular unit while you're plugging in your devices. Over here you do have a nice bright LED light, I believe it is, and your light switch is just below that. It will go on steady or flashing for getting someone's attention, like SOS. Below that is your Wi-Fi reset button. Over here is your DC port for plugging in any devices that do require a DC jack, like a cigarette lighter jack, and DC connections right here. So included with the device does come three cables. You do have your X-streme charge cable, your DC cable for charging it in your car, and solar panel cables. Now built into this is a 720 watt per hour battery, but can be doubled with the purchase of an extended battery or additional battery, making up to 1440 watts. This can power up to 10 devices at once, weighs just 15.9 pounds, so it's light enough to take pretty much anywhere. And actually has a built-in Wi-Fi system to connect to an app, so you can actually go through the app and custom tune or adjust the settings for the output and other things related to this power station. Now, one of the key features of this power station that makes it stand apart from everything else on the market today is the X-streme power recharge. That means this could be recharged from 0 to 80% in 1 hour. That is the fastest on the market today. There's no other power station out there that even comes close. I tried it out and actually came in faster than that, 0 to 80% in about 53 minutes. And that's actually better than advertised. Typically when companies advertise something, it falls short. This is actually better than advertised. So completely dead to 80% in 1 hour or less is phenomenal. You can't really get much better than that. The other great feature built into this is UPS, which is uninterrupted power supply. I'm actually going to do a demonstration and talk more about that a little bit later on in the video. The third great feature with this is called X-boost technology. That means with these three side ports, which are rated at 600 watts, this can handle devices up to 1800 watts. Now it is recommended to keep it under 1200 for safe use, and the X-boost technology does come already turned on in the unit. If you wish to disable it, you could do so through the app, but it is recommended to keep it on. That way it can handle a large power consumption. If something you're not sure what the rating is, most likely we'll be able to handle it for a short period of time. Now I do have a few demonstrations in store for you, but before we do that, we're going to talk briefly about this. This is a solar panel system that was sent out from EcoFlow. Now it is not included with this. It is available for separate purchase, but they did send it to me to show it to you guys. I do want to thank them once again for sending this out to me. Now this can handle up to 200 watts input from a solar panel. So if you don't want to buy the solar panel through EcoFlow, you could buy a solar panel wherever you wish, but it can handle up to 200 watts. This one puts out 160 watts. So I'm going to get it opened up, plug it in, and explain how it works. Here is the solar panel all set up. I do have it connected right now to the River Pro. Now the great thing about it, this comes with a little carry tote to fold it up and take it with you. It's not small by any means, but it is light enough and compact enough to fit it in your vehicle, or store it away somewhere. Now the case itself that carries this actually does work as a little stand for this if you are on level ground. Since we are on an angle here, we couldn't get it to stand up properly, but under the right conditions it does work to help brace this so you don't have to hold it like I am. But right now with the angle we're getting, which is not perfect, but it is taking in roughly 67 watts of power right now from the solar panel into the River Pro, which is going to take just under an hour to bring it up to fully charged again. Under the right conditions, if you could get it up to 160 watts, obviously it will charge much faster. But to get the fastest charge with the X-streme charge, you do want to use the included X-streme charge cable and charge it in your home from your regular outlet. Right now we're going to do a few demonstrations. I want to start off by using and demonstrating the UPS technology, which is uninterrupted power supply. So let's do that right now. So now we're going to demonstrate the UPS feature, which is the uninterrupted power supply. Right now the mini fridge is connected to the River Pro through the side plug right here. The River Pro is plugged in right now to a power strip, which is connected to an outlet with the provided charging cable. Right now, as it stands, this setup, the River Pro is on, but it's serving as a bridge. All it's doing is transferring the power from the power strip outlet right to the fridge. Now the UPS feature is great because if you are anticipating a bad storm, bad weather, potential power outages, you could set up an appliance or devices in this very same fashion so that when the power does go out, this will automatically take over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the power switch, and you will see the light on the fridge just blink for a brief second, and it's going to start being powered off of the River Pro. Okay, I'm going to turn off the power switch right now and watch what happens. So as you hopefully saw, the light in the fridge did flash for a brief second. Right now, this is drawing power from the River Pro. It's drawing 87 watts, which is actively running the compressor, and that'll last for up to 8 hours. So you can leave it like this for up to 8 hours. The fridge will be powered, and then if power does come back on, it'll resort right back to the outlet or your home power supply. The next demonstration I like to do is going to be involving my train layout. Up here we have well over a dozen lighted houses. We have 4 transformers and numerous accessories. And it's all connected underneath here to one power strip right here, which all I have to do is plug this in, turn on the power strip, and it will turn on everything. So right now I'm going to plug it into the side of the unit here, and all I have to do is turn on the power strip switch, and we'll see what happens. Okay, lights are off, it's plugged into the River Pro, and we're going to flip the switch. Okay, so let me get everything up and running, and then we'll see how much power is actually being drawn from the River Pro. So right now everything is running, all the trains, all the accessories, everything is on, normal operation. It's currently drawing between 350, 355 watts, and will run up to 2 hours at this pace right here. As you saw in the demonstration, the UPS technology works flawlessly. It's a great feature to have, knowing that you could have up to a few items running. Even if the power does get knocked out, all you have to do is plug it in as I demonstrated, and if the power does go out, this will take over and power your devices for you. Right now I do want to do a couple additional demonstrations. First one here is something simple as a hairdryer, but these are notoriously known for drawing lots of power, even blowing fuses or breakers. These are how much power they do draw. So I'm going to plug it into the device here. I do have my mini camera rolling to show the screen, and we can see how much the output is actually taking or consuming from the hairdryer itself. After that, we're going to actually cut a piece of wood here with a Black & Decker circular saw. One important thing to realize is before using these side ports here is you do need to turn it on with the on and off button here. Otherwise, if you plug into the ports, your device won't be powered on. Now you may or may not be able to hear it. When it is on, the fan does turn on to help keep the unit cool and to prevent overheating. But I'm going to turn this on right now in the highest and hottest setting, and we'll see how it does. This is actually drawing 600 watts, which is a lot for a hairdryer. And at 600 watts, it's showing this will be powered for up to 1 hour based on the battery consumption that's left in here. So 1 hour, 600 watts, but it's powering it, blowing hot, and powered it no problem. Okay, so with all the demonstrations and information out of the way, I do want to share a few final thoughts with you. There's not really enough good things I can say about it. Being as powerful and capable of it as it is, and being in a little handheld device like this, makes it a pretty remarkable item. Knowing that you can expand it to double the capacity is even better. It all depends on what your needs are for this and how much you want to invest in, you know, home preventative stuff or even traveling to be able to power more items or for a longer duration. Obviously, longer battery capacity, you can power things for twice as long and even get up to more powerful items being powered for additional times as well. The UPS technology is probably my favorite item with this because, as I mentioned, if you know your power may be going out, plug it in ahead of time, get everything set up for it, and if your power does go out for 1 or X amount of hours, this will take over until the battery itself in this does deplete. But most power outages don't last very long unless you're in a really bad situation, but if it's an hour or less, most likely it's not going to be an issue. This will be able to handle it. And the extreme charge technology is by far the best out there. I haven't heard of any devices coming close. The Max Oak Bluetti does take several hours to charge up from 0 up to 80 or 100, an hour or less to get there. Again, it doesn't hold a candle, nothing holds a candle to this. Now, the folks at EcoFlow are allowing me to share a discount code with you. Down below in the description and in the pinned comments, there will be a code that will give you $50 off this device. So automatically, right off the bat, you'll save yourself 50 bucks. Additional items you could get is the extended battery and the solar panel, which is great if you are going to be out in the wilderness camping, RVing, whatever you're doing. You can charge it on the fly. Just understand it's not as fast charging, but it's still capable and will get the job done. Down below in the description, though, you will find a link for not only the place to purchase this, but it will give you more details, more than what I covered in this video. Hopefully this video was able to give you some information as to what to expect if you were to buy this for yourself. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to ask down below. But EcoFlow RIVER Pro right now is the best on the market for 2021. If you stayed home, if you travel, no matter what you're doing, if you're able to, invest in one of these. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Thanks for watching today's video, and until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video.